Mhozi, and we are here to gain more IT knowledge and skills. And we've seen previously how important these Microsoft Suite apps have been. Today we are expounding further on Microsoft Excel. So in Excel we've talked about introduction to Excel. Then we've seen how to use functions in Excel. Now today, let's talk about the common errors we make while making our worksheets, while designing our reports, while computing our total sales or something like that in the different fields. But somewhere it shows us that we have made a mistake, and maybe there is an error somewhere. So let's go straight into it. For now, I would prefer to use a pre-existing document, and these are very common errors, and we usually see it when dealing with our computation. So as you can see, this is a list of employees with their commission from January, Feb, and March. So it's their commission, based on their commission, that we are supposed to pay them. Now let's see where the problem comes in. We are going to work and then see the error they give us, and then we identify that error by name. So one of the commonest errors we usually see is the hashtag error. Let's see how that comes about. If you reduce the size of our cell significantly that it cannot adequately display the values in it, it gives you the hashtag error. So the hashtag error usually affects us, and if you can't identify it, then you'll be stuck somewhere. So all you need to do is expand your cell, and the error is rectified. That is one. Then the next error, let's see if we wanted to, maybe if we mistyped on this cell, and maybe instead of putting Feb up, we actually put it in the wrong cell. Now, after putting Feb in the wrong cell, we want to compute, we want to do computation that involves that cell which has both, one cell has the figures, the other cell has the text. So let's see. If we wanted to add, let's say this cell plus this cell, and we enter. So every time we try to add a cell that has a value and a cell that has words, we get errors, and this time we've got the hashtag error. Yeah. So how can we solve it? This is our hashtag error. So we go to B2, and we say sum B2. We didn't put our bracket. Still, it gives us our hash value error. So that is the hashtag value error. So that is one of the errors that we have, and definitely we have to clear. We have to correct and clear the word. Then if we go here, automatically our value will be restored. That is how we solve that. Then imagine we wanted to input a function into our system, and that function doesn't really exist. Let's see, we wanted to find the total here, and then we say instead of sum, we forget that total is got by sum. So instead of summation, we put add. Then we open brackets, this one to this one. Then we close, then we enter. So if we have made an error by typing the word that is not basically in the function, that is what we get. So if we spread it over, we get only errors because there is nothing like add. There is nothing like add in Microsoft Excel functions. So instead, you've made a problem, so we go here, we change the word add to sum, then we enter. Automatically, we will have rectified this error. Then another error we may see comes if we want to divide. For example, let's put a value in this. We put rem. So we say equals and divide this by sorry about that. Then we say equals this divided by this, then we enter. So here we derive the div error. So exactly how it comes about is if you get a cell which has a value and then you divide it by the value of another cell which is actually empty, which is blank. So you get what we call the div error. Yeah, we get what we call the div error. So the div error can only be corrected if we choose either if you have whatever a problem with that, you can just put a 0 and then you give it a value, any table, any whatever that lacks something, you put a 0 value and then you see what happens. So if we say equals b2, then we divide by this which has a 0, automatically it will give us still the div error. So you have to correct your values, you have to see where you went wrong to correct that div error. Then our next error, we will have an error in referencing. For example, let's say here we're calculating the total, then we say is equal to sum from that's B2 to D2. We are seeing total commission for all the months. Then we enter. Automatically it will give us these values. Then after doing that, along our computing, maybe we forget and maybe delete one of the columns that we used in our whatever. So what we will see, we are getting a reference error. The reference error will apply if you have been computing your values, but at the end of the day you maybe lose some of the information by deleting. So that is a different reference error. That is one way we could do it. Or if we use the function here, and then we wanted to copy our values, and then we paste it in a new kind of thing, then we say paste. Now the fact that our formula applied to B2 and C2, when we shift these values, they shift together with their formula to a new set of cells. Now this new set of cells doesn't have the same name as in the previous one, so it shows you that we are using the wrong reference range. So that is where we have the reference error coming in. Yeah. Then again, we want to use VLOOKUP. Yeah. There it is. For this cell, which is J2. Then we want to look for a certain value in this range, maybe Jackson's salary. So we fix our cells just like the normal formula should be. We put comma, false, from two ranges, then we close and enter. So it gives us that this error now means we have inserted a wrong kind of formula. So what we do, there is a way we could rectify it. Now that means you have put a wrong formula. So we wanted to find the value for let's say Jackson. We wanted to look up for Jackson. So we just say this is our name and commission. For which employee? For Jackson. So for Jackson. So now, before you input the VLOOKUP formula, you want to set the person you're referring to. So in this value here, we want to get the commission for Jackson from whatever we highlight. So we shall say is equal to VLOOKUP, then we open brackets for this specific name, which is L2. Then we put a comma, and then we choose the range from where we are supposed to look for his value. Then we fix those cells with the $sign. Then we put our comma. We've chosen from two ranges. Then we put false, and then we enter. So it gives us the name, the value for Jackson. So now, assuming that we put a name that doesn't exist. So the name, maybe we put Timothy, and we will be looking up for Timothy. So if we spread that value, that same formula, and we apply it to the next where there is Timothy, it will show you not available. See, not available. So it means that whichever name you have put into your formula doesn't exist at this point of it doesn't exist in the fields you have highlighted. So that is the NA error. So there are many more errors that they are in Microsoft Excel. This is what I was able to take you through today. Please take in as we learn more about IT and how to use computers. Remember to like and subscribe and share with a friend. Please, where you don't understand, comment, and please catch you for the next video. Thank you.